Today is my birthday. I am 58 years old, and on this day, I have this deep yearning inside me. This feeling that I want to give you something valuable. Not material, not flashy, not motivational hype either. Something real. Something from my life, from my soul, from my own journey into myself. I want to share something with you that only comes through deep introspection and through the lens of my Vedic chart. And I hope in hearing my story, you might recognize something about your story too. Before I begin, I want to say this very clearly. Please take what I say today as a story, even a fiction, a teaching, not an absolute truth. Because even in the oldest Vedic teachings, even in the brightest writings of the ancient sages, nobody ever claimed that what we see is absolute reality. They actually said the opposite, that nothing in our existence is unchanging, nothing is permanent. Absolute truth is unchanging, permanent. But everything changes, and if it changes, it cannot be the ultimate truth. So, if nothing is fully real, and if everything is imagination, then why do we cling on so tightly to our little truth? Sometimes when people hold on to an idea, a commandment, a belief as absolute truth, they stop growing. They stop searching. They stop evolving. They freeze at one level of understanding. So today, as a gift, I want to give you something imaginative, something rooted in wisdom, something wrapped in story and introspection. And yes, today I'm going to talk about myself. And it might sound self-centered, but that's all I truly know, myself, deeply. And because we come from the same source, what is me is also you. And what is you, I've experienced in some form as well. So maybe by listening to my journey, you might recognize parts of your own soul. And now, here's a surprise. I'm going to share with you my 5 past lives. Not in detail like I lived in this country or my name was this and I did that. No. You see, Vedic astrology does not work like that. But your Vedic chart can show something far more useful. Your past life impressions, your karmic memory, your patterns, your residues, your gifts. It can show your instincts, your ease in certain roles, and your discomfort in others. These are real, and they show up through the placement of Ketu, Rahu, the 5th house and the 12th house, and the signs and nakshatras. Every lifetime leaves a footprint on your soul. It doesn't leave the whole story, but the flavor of it, the essence of it, the memory of it. And in this lifetime, those memories slowly unfold. They awaken in you. They come back as instincts, as attractions, as natural talent, as things you remember without even learning. So, let me share mine. not to glorify anything, but so you can see a bigger truth in your own life. So let me start with my first past life before this one. The monk. This one is unmistakable in my chart. Ketu in the 12th house with Jupiter and Mars. This is the signature of someone who spent their last life, in renunciation. I was not a worldly person. I was not a businessman, and I was definitely not a family man. I was a spiritual practitioner, a monk, perhaps a scholar, a teacher, or someone living in deep isolation, pursuing moksha, liberation. And this makes sense when I look at myself today. Spirituality comes naturally to me, not because I studied it deeply, but because I remember it. Some things that take people years, 10 years to understand, take me 1 minute before, because the memory is already there. And material life, money, business, the world of earning and competing. No, I had to relearn all of that in this life. It did not come naturally, because in my last life, none of that really mattered to me. I was satisfied with very little. I still am. If my basic needs are met, my soul is at peace. And isolation does not scare me. In fact, I thrive in it because I have lived in it before. Teaching comes naturally to me because I've done it before. And spiritual insights, it feels like memories for me, not new information. Now, this is the closest lifetime to the one I am living right now. Now, my second past life, the one before the monk, is the healer. Before the monk life, I see a life filled with devotion and service. This was a life of healing others, guiding people emotionally and spiritually, and caring for those who were suffering. Not a rich life, but a deeply meaningful one. And in this lifetime, I feel that too. I feel the urge to help, to guide. I feel the urge to support, to sit with people in their pain. This life gave me my natural emotional depth, my ability to understand people without them saying a word. Now, my third past life, the disciplined protector. Go back one more life, and my chart shows something very different. A mix of spirituality and warrior energy. A disciplined protector. Not a violent person, but someone who served a kingdom or a community through strategy, discipline, and duty. This is where I developed my calm under pressure and my ability to remain stable during difficult times. This is where my leadership instincts came from as well. This is where my discipline came from. This is why responsibility does not scare me. My fourth past life is the artist. This one touches my heart every time I think about it. Go back another life and I see myself as an artist, a musician, a poet, a storyteller, someone deeply connected to beauty and aesthetics. You see, Rohini Nakshatra, the most artistic of all nakshatra, shows up strongly here. And here's the funny thing. Even today, even though I don't play any musical instruments professionally or even well, I keep musical instruments around me for some reason. My wife often asks me this, Bobby, why do you keep buying musical instruments if you don't play them? The answer is simple. My soul remembers. My hands remember. My ear remember. And my heart remembers. The creativity in me today isn't new. It's ancient. And now my fifth past life, the ancient soul. Now this is very old memory. 5 lifetimes ago, I see a life rooted in an ancient spiritual lineage. Something like a priestly role, a yogic tradition, temple work, mantras, rituals, sacred knowledge. This life, this is where my Devagana qualities came from. This is where I was introduced. This was a life that introduced me to spirituality. My attraction to light, wisdom, compassion, and teaching. And this life planted the seed of my now spiritual identity. So, what does all this mean? It means I'm not a new soul. You're not a new soul either. We are not learning spirituality for the first time. We came here with memory. In my life, I can clearly see the merging of all of these past threads. The monk in me, the healer in me, the disciplined protector in me, the artist in me, and the ancient spiritual lineage in me, all coming together into one life. This lifetime for me is not random. It's an integration life, the life where everything kind of reconnects. And I believe the same is true for many of you. If you feel drawn to spirituality, drawn to art, healing, leadership, service, if you feel drawn to wisdom, it's because you remember. Your attractions are not accidental. Your gifts are not accidental. Your struggles are not accidental. Now, here's the part that I want to add today on my birthday. In Vedic astrology, we say a human being is given up to 120 years of life. And this is not random. It's the full cycle of 9 Mahadashas, a cycle of learning and experiencing life in full. Now, each Mahadasha is like a chapter, a classroom, a karmic training ground. And when a soul lives through all 9 Mahadashas, it evolves faster. It sheds karma faster. It moves towards light faster. It remembers its truth faster. But not everyone lives 120 years because our current actions, our health, our lifestyle, our karma, and our choices shorten or extend the journey. But if you live long enough to experience all 9 Mahadashas, 120 years, your spiritual progress accelerates dramatically. This is why some people become wise late in life. Not because age gives wisdom, but Mahadashas give wisdom. Knowing your past lives may not give you material details, but it gives you clarity. It gives you a roadmap to your inner strength, your natural inclinations, and your soul's purpose. It helps you stop forcing yourself into a life that doesn't fit. It helps you live without fear, without rushing, without feeling like time is running out. Because the truth is, you have lived before and you will live again. And you have unlimited time to reach liberation. So on my birthday, my wish for you is this. May you look inside yourself deeply. May you recognize your own ancient nature. May you honor the soul that has walked through fire, through devotion, through art, through war, through silence, and through love, to arrive in this very lifetime, in this very moment. You are older than you think. You're wiser than you think. And more prepared than you realize. May today be the day you begin remembering why you are really here. Blessings. Namaste.